Hello everyone. Today I'll be explaining about food delivery app using one-step internship. My name is Anusha and I'm studying in second year in computer science in department in CMR Institute of Technology, Bangalore. So today we'll be learning about how I developed my food delivery app. Basically, it was a Monstack internship which was sent to through a mail to our college email, and then they forwarded it to us officially. So here now I'll be explaining you what and all I did through this project. So this is about my internship. When I started my internship, and uh, yeah, it was started before 26th of August. Basically, we've been sent mail before some a week or so, and then we were asked to fill some sheets. Along with that, we've also given one test which was based on the front end development. It was very easy. It was about HTML, CSS, and basic JavaScript only. So it was not so difficult to do that. And yeah, whoever has passed that exam were sent with a selection email through which again we can create a group in Webstack Academy, and then we can start doing the project. So it got ended in 27th of September, and then Thursday was the last date to submit the assignment. We were given 1.5 months. We were taught about how and what and all to be learned to develop an app. This is for the first time I developed my app because I was actually a web developer who didn't know about how to develop an app. So I chose this in academy to learn how to develop an app. Basically, I'm a web developer, so it was very new for me about app, and I did not even know the tech stack which and all is used. So I'm so grateful that I learned so many things in this internship. So without any further delay, we'll go to the internship of what I did. So overview of my internship is first, the purpose of it is to gain hands-on experience in full stack web development. Why is it so important to learn some things in web development? Nowadays, if we see, web is blooming everywhere in the universe, everywhere in this country. It's all about web software, everything. So people are more interested into web, and that too, if it is a full stack, we'll get more opportunities as well. So I am into full stack, so I learned the backend things and all, which is very new for me. MongoDB, Express.js, and all is very new for me. Even though I had a bit of knowledge about front end, I felt the backend really difficult, but I could manage myself to do so. And then the goals of this project are to learn a MERN stack and skills. To develop a functional food delivery app. Um, Doing the app, as I already told you, it is for the first time I'm developing it, so it was challenging as well, but I managed to do it. So about the skills acquired, React.js I already knew before itself, but about Node.js, Express, and MongoDB were very new for me, especially MongoDB. As I didn't know, I never heard of it as well before to this, and Node.js was actually a bit difficult to implement, and yeah, but I somehow managed to do that, so it was a good experience as well. Now, if we see a project review, what is my project, and the objectives of my project and key functionalities. So the title of my project is food delivery app using one stack. We basically see so many food delivery apps such as Zomato, uh, Swiggy, Eatshare, and so many other things. So this is a similar kind of app wherein a user will create an account and log in into his or her account. Later, he can select some restaurants which have been associated with that app, and then he or she can make their own payments. And objective of this app is to create a user-friendly app for food delivery or food ordering. The key functionalities that we use in this app are user authentication. Without the authentication, no one else, from outside can enter into his or her account and then browse restaurants, whatever are the restaurants associated with our app. They can browse all the restaurants and then view menus of those restaurants. Before selecting it, we will be viewing menus, right? The same way here also we can view menus of that particular restaurants after browsing it, and then we can manage cart. We can add all the things which we want into the cart, and then we can place our order. Payment integration, we can do a payment through any of the UPI apps or credit card. And then order history will also be shown on the page, and the history, everything will also be shown on the page as well. And then later I'll talk about the architecture and design. So basically, before doing this project, we actually made a design of it. Only then we'll get an idea of how our app should look like, or how a website or app should look like. So first, what I thought is I will design my website or an app that I'm going to do. Basically, there are so many applications available to do design. My personal choice is Figma and Canva, because Figma gives us more features to do so, and then we can even run it in Figma. So I have chosen Figma design. And then coming to architecture, it was all about MERN stack, that would include MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. And when it comes to components, it's a home page, my orders page, cart, or login logout page. So these are the four main pages that have been created. And then flow is, first we'll go to home page, and then we can browse the menu, and then we can add the things to the cart, and then later we can confirm the order, thereby paying that. And then the order will be delivered. That order history will be shown on the page. So full stack web development. What actually is full stack development? This is for the people who are very new to the web stack. So it is the definition. What actually is full stack? It's about both front end and back end. What does a front end mean? Whatever we are seeing in the website, that is called front end. User interface, which is connecting the back end and the user's called the front end. So here also, if you could see in YouTube or wherever, you're able to see a screen, and then below to that some thumbnails, below to that some other videos. So this is all user interface. This is a front end. Whichever you are able to see is front end. And coming to backend, we see some backend servers here. That means we can't actually see what is going on in backend. It is developed as a database, and then in that we can add some information. So whoever, say for example, you're browsing into Wikipedia and you're asking some question to that guy. So what is happening there? When you ask that question to Wikipedia, he will give you some answers. That will give you some answers. So that answer is already stored in the backend through some sorting algorithm. So that answer, that relevant keywords will be sorted in the database, and then that answers will be fetched to the user. So that is how the database will be working. So backend, you cannot see the backend. Okay, it is just a table or a database. A database is a table wherein all the information required to a particular topic will be saved. Say for example, if we are doing about a college, so about a student, his registration number, and then his marks in the previous semester, all that will be stored in that. So what and all are the requirements to do a backend? So we need Node.js, we need Express for server side logic, not for the user side, but for the server side, and then MongoDB for data storage. We can use other tools for data storage. We can also use MySQL for the database, which is very easy, which I thought. Node.js, and for the front end part, HTML, basic, tailwind or normal CSS, and React was more feasible, I would say, because this is more into this is more blooming now, so I would say React would be better than just HTML and CSS. And what is actually a MERN stack? It consists of MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. So what is MongoDB? It is a NoSQL database for storing application data. NoSQL database means MySQL is through SQL you're doing database. No SQL means without SQL you're doing it. You're just creating a database and then you're storing the application in that. Express is backend framework for handling HTTP requests and routes. What is HTTP? If you see, it is like the server. If you see in the YouTube or in the Google, it will show HTTP slash colon like that. So to handle that, we have something called Express, and then React is for front end, for the people, for the user interface, whoever is seeing this for them, and then Node.js server side JavaScript routine environment. So it is also for the backend part to integrate the server and the front end part. Now we have now I'll be explaining about my idea of what I did. So user authentication is basically used BCR by pt.js for password hashing. So every time someone is logging into his or her account, they have to put their password, so that will be encrypted by using hashing algorithms. Implemented JWT for secure authentication, routes for user registration, and then log and profile management. User can register himself or log in. If not login, he or she can sign up, and then profile management. And going to browsing restaurants, utilized MongoDB to store restaurant data. So I told, right, in the MongoDB we've created a database wherein we added all the things like doing like the restaurant information, where is it located, some reviews of it, and what and all are the menus, like the price, along with the price, everything. So that is all stored, the data, everything related to the restaurants will be stored over there. And then we implemented search bar and filter options using React. Search bar is basically we see which is in the top, so that we can search for the food item that we want to order. And then filter options, like non-veg or vegetarian, or in vegetarian what and all is to be added. So like that is implemented using React. And then displayed restaurants details including address and ratings. As I told you, it will be already stored in MongoDB database, in the database through MongoDB, and then that information will be displayed if he or she is searching or browsing about the restaurant, along with the address and the rating thing. And then view menus. Now view menus, basically we will be having a menu like this, menu, right? Menu with the details of my own, the not my own, sorry, it is about the restaurant, what and all they are selling, and at present in this moment what are all available, at which cost. Maybe sometimes in the night time it may be, in the midnight it may be less, in the afternoon or evening night time at 8 to 9, or it will be more. It keeps on updating, it will be changing. Sometimes the item won't be available, so they have to update it, item not available. Sometimes what happens, sometimes they may add new items, everything will be displayed over there, and that has to be kept on updating. And then stored menu items in the database associated with each restaurant. Here we will be displaying all the items that have been stored in our database. If there is something to be added, that has to be updated in the database. Only then when we search items or when we browse as an user, we'll be able to see those. And then use React to display menu items with details like name, description, prices, and images. So used React means, React is the framework of JavaScript we used here. So to display what, to display items like the name, description, prices, and images, I told, right? Menu, we see menu in the normal restaurants, like the same way here also it will be the same way. The name of it and the description of what and all. Say for example, if it is a Hyderabadi chicken biryani, I add it as a basmati rice, and then double masala, and then spiciness, and then all this I can add. If I even wanted, I can also add prices and the images as well if I'm interested. So if at all, if I'm provided with all the information through the restaurant, I can add it to the database, so that when user browses it, he or she can see everything. And then Cart management. How do we manage cart? Implemented dynamic cart page using React. So through React, we can implement a cart wherein all our items which have been added to cart will be displayed in the cart menu. Handled cart data or server side for user sessions. So that cart has to be handled from the user side and also from the server side, because what and all are there in cart only will be ordered, right? So that has to be connected with server also. Users can add or remove items and adjust quantities according to their choice. And then if we see next, order replacement. Users select items, provide delivery address during checkout. So yeah, order placement, we have to order the item and what and all are selected by us, and then we have to provide an address without which we cannot deliver. Where will it be? So yeah, we have to provide our delivery address during checkout, and then process of confirming the order before payment. So we have to just click on a confirm button so that that we users are ready to confirm our order, and we can place the order. And we go through the confirmation button. So payment integration, integrated payment gateway for secure transactions. The payment gateway can be anything. Here instead of payment gateway, we can write instead of payment gateway we can write this we can write um, sorry, instead of this payment gateway, we can write um, UPI. We can write UPI, or we can use card. We can use the card also if we want. Yeah, we can use the card as well, and or for secure informations, handled payment processing server side. It will be processed from the server side as well. And order history will be delivered, stored order data in database. I told, right? Using MongoDB we created a database, so that in that database all this every time we order something, we as users order something, that will be stored in the database, like the user ID. Every time we make a payment, we place an order, we will be having a separate user ID for that, and then restaurant ID in from where which restaurant you have ordered, and the ID of that restaurant, and then items that you ordered along with the prices and the status of it, when was it ordered, like that. So all that information will be stored in the database, and that will be displayed whenever we go to profile and check my orders history. So all these details are displayed. Implemented page for users to view their order history. This is just a page where user can go to the profile, and in that profile my orders, and in that there will be a page called order history. There he or she can browse about what and all items he or she has ordered until now. And then responsive design, used Bootstrap for responsive design. Bootstrap is a framework of CSS. CSS is used to style the sheet. If we see the PPT is so simple, right? But when we do in the app or website, it will be so colorful. It's through CSS, which is cascading style sheets. Through that, we can style the pages and ensure app works well on different devices and screen sizes. Sometimes people may use laptop, or sometimes people may use phone, so it should be feasible for both the users. Even if it is phone, it should be easy for them to see. Even if it is laptop, it should be easy for them to use it. So user friendly interface should be created. That is what we have done in this. And then lessons learned, overcame challenges with backend, because there were as I told you, I was very new to backend, especially the MongoDB database and express also. So that was actually quite challenging for me. And then if I have to say what all I learned, so I personally loved MongoDB. React, I knew a little bit though, but I learned some other things as well, MongoDB, and I can also say Express.js, which is not here, but yeah, Express.js also I learned, and it was very yeah, it was a very good experience, 1.5 month learning everything. And so yeah, I want to give some future improvements, some updates of the app, and then features, and an enhanced order and payment thing. Yeah, that has to be added, like what another user can choose some other cards, that these things, everything has to be added. For now, we just did a simple and the basic app. At the future, we want to do a bit better. And then the conclusion is, reflect on the internship experience, thank WSC and mentors for the opportunity. The teachers were very good, they were explaining so beautifully. I personally loved their teaching, and yeah, I really, really have to thank WSC Academy for giving us this opportunity. I, as a student from second year, when I started this, I was in second year of my college. Now after that, I completed my exams, everything, that's something else, and now I'm in third year. And yeah, when I started it, it was the end of my second year. I'm so thankful for that. And yeah, I learned so many new things which were very, very new for me as a student in computer science and engineering department. And I don't know how to even greet them, or yeah, thank you so much. And this is how we end this PPT and the video as well. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I'm so thankful that you found it useful. Yeah, thank you everyone.